Hi there. It's Lindsay here. Welcome to my snowy outdoor space. All right. That was a bit of a whirlwind of a day. Hi, Chris. Good to see ya. I was just talking to a friend. Been nonstop all day today, and haven't had a chance to eat yet. But it's kind of the way that today is going. Oh, just 1 second. There we go. We're a little wobbly, but we're okay. Um, yeah, it was a nonstop day. I haven't yet. I've been on my feet, just going, just talking to a friend, but flowing with it. So, Josh, nice to see ya. Welcome in. So, yeah, I'm finally getting a chance to breathe. So I'm really glad to have this space to just breathe here for a minute. Because I haven't had the moment to really sit down for some time now. Yeah, so let's create the space. And I feel like I need to move this a little bit. I'm just going to move my chair. It's a little bit precarious, and I'd rather it not be. There we go. That's better. Much better. All right. Yeah, so I want to create the space first. So we'll imagine source, the very center of all. Bring that beautiful source light down through our bodies and to our hearts on the in-breath, and down through our bodies from the heart down to the center of Mother Gaia on the out, and then into the heart, and rest there and breathe out in the heart. I'll do that 3 times to anchor ourselves to above and below. So we're tethered and we're secure, we're grounded and connected to light, and then we'll expand to our own bubbles and expand to our collective bubble. All right, so here we go. Breathe in, out, core of Mother Earth, in, to the heart, out. 2 more times, in. Breathe that light up and out. Source light in, down to the core of Mother Gaia. Breathe into our hearts and out. Now we'll expand into our own golden bubbles. Blow those bubbles up into our collective bubble. So we're in our golden bubbles together now with everyone who was here and everyone who was here at a later time. It's all the same. I call in our higher selves and all of those beings you wish to bring in as well. Of course, this is always with your own intention and the greatest good of you, as it is as well with me. So I call in our highest selves if it is what you are intending. I call in our angels and archangels, those that work with us, ascended masters, all other beings of light, and those from other dimensions and other planets that are of the light. I call in ancestors and descendants and all of those that guard, guide, and protect us for the greatest good of all. I call in protection from Archangel Michael and beautiful healing energy with Archangel Raphael. And Saint Germain I call in as well. I got 808 earlier, and Millie let me know that was a number of Saint Germain. So that was a beautiful synchronicity on my clock that is wacky and not at the right time. Spirit time, always the right time. Oh, so this is a space of love. Love may enter this space, and all that is other than love must remain outside of our bubble. That was a beautiful, safe space. Hi, Millie. 422. Of course it is. And it's also 222. Of course. Listening in background, working on Saint Germain Post. Amazing. Did you write that before or after I said that? Awesome. I think you told me that earlier. That's amazing. Beautiful. Purple. Purple love. We can welcome in that beautiful violet energy, that spirit energy, and the healing energy, green energy, golden energy, silver energy. All right, so I expressed earlier that oftentimes we may have plans, and then oftentimes those plans go a little sideways or not as expected. And I explained earlier that I set my alarm for earlier than I normally had been after years of not using an alarm clock at all, honestly. I used to just will myself to wake up actually at the time I wished to. But I felt like that may not work as well for this. So I started actually back into the practice of setting an alarm, and I set it for 6:07. So giving me an hour and a half before my first live in the sunrise. And I pressed snooze a couple times, which has become pretty normal for me. And then a little bit later, I woke up and it was 8:08. Actually, I saw 8:08 twice today. It was 8:08 when I woke up, and then I saw 8:08 just not just a few minutes ago. And so I actually called Saint Germain in when I saw that. So I've actually gotten that twice today. And it was just an interesting thing. Maybe Saint Germain woke me up and said, "Oh, time to start." So I popped out of bed, got myself dressed, brought myself down, and I just had setback after setback. My computer wasn't working properly. It restarted itself. It shut down and I had to restart it. The internet connection was not working. It just took a long time. So I just kind of allowed whatever process needed to happen, believing that it was in divine timing. And I made a fire, which I wouldn't have gotten to do had I started right away because I woke up pretty late. So I just kind of went with it. And I finally started my live like an hour and 20 minutes late. So that was what it was. And I got on and we flowed with it. So I've had more of maybe the same kind of day or a similar kind of energy, but maybe in a step up where I wasn't feeling so challenged by that. Really, I felt okay, even though it is something that I wanted to do. I was able to let go of the idea of my own idea of it having to happen in order to allow what needed to happen. Um, yeah, the guy that has the trailer, he called me during my practice today, and then I got back to him, and he said, he said last minute, he's like, "Oh, let me come get you." So I said, "Oh, wow, okay." And I rushed to see if I could get things done, get myself all ready for that. And then he called me not too long after and said, "I'll be there in an hour," which was an hour earlier than he had told me. So I went into a bit of a scramble looking for honestly, my wallet. And I could I've moved some things over here, and so there's some things that are still in bags and kind of just stored there for a moment. So I was looking through my things, wondering where in the world I would have put this wallet, because I figured I probably put it in a safe place, and that could be dangerous. So I looked all around. I was kind of ripping things apart, just looking for this wallet. But I did my best as time went on to just kind of relax into the idea that, hey, if this wasn't going to happen, if this wasn't meant to be, if this wasn't what the universe had in store, even though he's on his way and I have some other tasks to do before he comes, I'm just going to let that go. And then in my head popped up the idea, oh, okay, I don't have the wallet, I don't have my card to get money, but I could do an e-transfer. I hadn't it hadn't occurred to me I could do an e-transfer. Perfect. Don't have to look for the wallet. Awesome. So I did my tasks and showed up at the predetermined spot. And he came later than he had told me, really honestly, but he got there and came to pick me up. I got a friend to come with me because maybe just as a little extra eyes and a little bit of a safety precaution as well. I had a friend come too, and so we got driving, and it's kind of exciting. We were about to go see this, and then I brought up, because I didn't want to bring it up late, about the e-transfer, and he said, "Oh, you don't have the money. Um, maybe I just want to turn you around right now." So, because he just wanted to sell it and was a little frustrated about my figuring out with it. So without me having cash on hand, um, and I like having cash, but I didn't have any. He decided to turn us around and bring us back, and got pretty cranky about it. Um, but I didn't want to let it. I get that that can be frustrating, but I didn't want to let that completely take over either. And I just was calm and kind, and I also didn't want to be rushed into something that wasn't right. So I wanted to do it in a more balanced way, to make sure that it was right for me and I wasn't being pushed into something that wasn't right. So I just wanted to keep in divine wholeness, honestly, with the whole situation. And so we did end up turning around. He did drop us back off, and I talked with my friend for a bit and was able to finish a task I hadn't finished before that. But then I came back in here after a period of time, and I knew exactly where my wallet was. It was right beside me, right beside me, in a very convenient location. And so a lot of that felt to me like it was divine. Like, I honestly, it was right there the whole time. And for that not to have occurred to me that it was right there, is possibly a signal that maybe there's something else. So I started looking around a little bit for some other options for a trailer. Kind of messaged a little bit, but we'll see. Anyway, it's just I've kind of released that to the universe, and um, I do have it now, so I can come up with money for it, but it's just a little bit of a thing. So if it's right for me, I feel like it will flow, and if it's not, then it won't. Um, so I don't want to let anybody's negative feelings on it affect me too much. But anyway, I've kind of spent the whole day doing that. um, but and I don't like inconveniencing people. So, but I also found out that there's people that go into town from here. So I'm going to get picked up tomorrow and go in and get some money. So there's also that. So we'll see what flows. We'll see what happens. I bet you there's some other things that come of this. And um, yeah, I'm going to look at your comments. All right. Millie, Working on, yeah. Hi, Peachy. Awesome. I just went indoor climbing after a while and spent. I love indoor climbing. I've only done it maybe once, more than, I don't know. It's just something I really love, but I haven't done much of. That's awesome. Hi, Scotty. I feel cozy. It's snowing out, actually. I don't know if you can see it. You can. Yeah. And, but I'm just on the little porch here. Yeah. Anyway. Fun, interesting times. Hi, Angela. My gut tells me you did the right thing all the way around, Lindsay. Yeah, I really wanted to tune in. And I also didn't want to be pushed into, I didn't want to be pushed into anything too fast. My experience has taught me that that's never a good idea, to take my time. And I mean, there's times to kind of be a little bit faster, but to feel pressured by somebody else into making a decision often means that maybe not making that decision, it might be the best decision a lot of the time. So yeah, I'm good. But I don't have the trailer yet, and we'll see what happens, but all good. We'll all have days like that, and just doing my best to navigate. So maybe that's helpful. But yeah, that is what it is. So I'm going to go into some physical things to kind of bring our bodies back down. BG, did I tell you today that I love my avatar? So much better than a regular picture. It's awesome. I love mine too, PG. Gotta do some archery around here. The thing is, I've done it in the snow, which is really, really fun, last year. But the arrows really, really hide in the snow really easily. So it becomes a little bit of a hide and seek game more than it does an archery session. So I might have to I just had a thought that occurred to me. Maybe I could have something magnetic that might pick it up. Metal detector. I'll just have to do it with a metal detector. I'll end up finding buried treasure at the same time. Maybe that's what's going to happen. Who knows? Awesome, PG. All right. So let's do some physical stuff. Kind of bring energy back in. Maybe do a little sound and wrap things up. I don't think it'll be a super long session, but we'll see. I've already talked for like 18 minutes, so we'll see what happens. If anybody doesn't know how awesome Rooted Willow is, and how great, and hasn't checked out her readings last night, go check them out. She's going to be on Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern. 8 p.m. East. Goodness gracious, 8 p.m. Eastern. Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. So she'll be on tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern. And they were really wonderful. So, all right. I don't know what you responded to, Millie. But I'm going to just start doing stuff. Rooted Willow is fire. Fire tree. If any tree was fire, which one would it be? I'm not sure. All right, I am going to hide my phone so it doesn't get snowed on. All right, Care Bear. Hey, Karen. How's it going? Care Bear is Karen. So yes, there's another Karen, but when there's no other Karen here, I am free to call Care Bear Karen. And then there's no confusion. All right, I'm going to do the spins 33 times clockwise. I do them pretty fast. Do them at your own pace. That's up to you, what feels right to you and your body. It really helps me and my progress. It helps kind of magnetize me in my universe. And then at the end, when you've done 33, plant your feet, your hands to your heart, and let your eyes be soft and drift with the surroundings around you, and just enjoy that feeling for a while, that feeling of floating, and then eventually you'll come back and wave into center again. All right, so I'm going to do that. Nice, snowy. All right, here we go, folks. 33. Feel free to do them slower or just a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah. Beautiful. Awesome. Oh. All right. Do some exercises. A little bit. Things flowing. Oh. Just calmly because we're at nighttime now. Kind of work on my neck a little bit because I do like to do this when I can. Put my hand here, kind of on my shoulders. I'm going to push it back like that and to the side. Just helps my neck a lot. It helps a lot with headaches. Just resetting my spine a little, well, around my neck area, which for me is really helpful. And during this time of throat chakra challenges, which, yeah, I feel is a big thing right now, I find it's helpful. A little bit of, when I do that, I like to put my neck out far. And from left to right. Looks a little funny, but it's helpful. All right, let's see what else. I'm going to do a couple. I'm going to do this one over the eyes and then to the temples and down behind. To the heart. So in, out to the temples, in, nice and calming. Some sideways bends. Oh, feels good. Do some hip circles. All right. Now we'll do belly button level. Cross from the left to the right and down, and we'll alternate from side to side. We'll do 3 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Find belly button level at the back. Fingers in the sides of the spine, and then press down as you come forward and out. Beautiful. Okay. Let's see. We'll shut down. Oh, let's see. We'll do Ho'oponoponos right now. Ho'oponopono, Ho'oponopono, Ho'oponopono. I am sorry. Please forgive I love you. Thank you. Ho'oponopono, Ho'oponopono, Ho'oponopono. Ho'oponopono, Ho'oponopono, Ho'oponopono. I am sorry. Please forgive I love you. Thank you. Ho'oponopono, Ho'oponopono, Ho'oponopono. Ho'oponopono, Ho'oponopono, Ho'oponopono. I am sorry. Please forgive I love you. Thank you. Ho'oponopono, Ho'oponopono, Ho'oponopono. Really powerful and simple prayer. Let's see here. Let's send out love. Let's send out love. We're in our bubble, but we'll send out love from where we are and up to bigger and bigger spaces. At some point in it, depending on where we are, we will be joining forces as our spot overlaps with others. So then our energies will be amplified. Really feel into it and really bring that love, that source, that light in and extend it out to these groups. Okay? So we're going to start with just making sure we're solid again, just with those breaths in and out from source to Gaia and back to the heart and then expand. So. Now expand that out. That in. Bigger bubble. Our yard or our little part of property where our house is. Bigger land. Bigger area. Move out. Move in. Move out. Move in. Move out. Village, town, city. So move in. Up to that area. Move in. Move out. Move in. Out. County. Province or state. Country. Continent. Hemisphere, northern or southern. Our Earth and Mother Gaia together. Soul and solar system. Love in. Galaxy. universe. Multiverse. Melt into that love. Cosmos. Feel that love. That unity. As we melt into the cosmos. All that is. Breathe in that love. Out to all that is. Love in. And out. Melt into it. Love in. And out. Oh, it's so. It is. So it is. And so it is. Did that reverse order, but that's okay. Love and light. Love and light. Love and light. Ooh. Beautiful. Come back to center. Come back to firmly rooted. Firmly rooted. Maybe some breaths in and some sighs. Just let it go. Any stresses of the day. Any extra energy we're holding on to. Wiggle it out a little. Beautiful. And we'll just breathe into each chakra. Start up at 15 and work down through the body. So keep those energy at centers open, but also to shut down our energy a little bit more. Shut down our, maybe our 3D existence a little bit more. Okay. My computer is getting a little bit, yeah, but it's okay. I think we have enough for at least now. All right, so I like to bend my knees, put my arms up. Okay, and we'll just breathe through each one. Crown, third eye, throat, the heart, solar plexus, sacral, root, and earth. That's beautiful. Coming from the shadows to the light. There we go. From the shadows to the light. As we all are doing. I'm just going to take a little look. Aw, thanks, Karen. You're a delight. I love watching your readings so much. I'm just going to take a little look here. See what's going on. Maybe we'll do a little bit of sound. As I said that, my throat is like, yes. Definitely spoke up. There's 44 minutes left. And there's 44 minutes left, and it's 5:55 right now. So take that as a sign. But that's, yeah, I'm looking at you guys are beautiful. There's so much beauty in the world and so much in our family. Oh, you guys have been chatterooing. Just looking up. Oh, Rooted Willow is fire. Absolutely. Yay, Healy. Welcome in. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Finding treasure, yeah. Always finding treasure. There's always hidden treasure. This life is about finding treasure. Okay, here we go. Don't overdo it, guys. I know that it's a lot. And I thank you for reminding me of how much it is, because I forget that I get kind of intense with my practice. So that's good. That's helpful. Angela, did I say hi to you? I think I did. Yeah. The burning bush. What reminds you of the burning bush? Oh, the trees? Burning bush. Interesting. The bush on fire. Remember the three amigos. Which three amigos? I have been known for burning a few bushes. Scotty. Angela. I feel like Wonder Woman. Go, Millie. And you're liking the coat? Ah. Thanks. I'm rocking my winter wear. I like this one. It's really cozy. I actually have, this is one coat. It's like a lined hoodie. And then I have this one on top. It's pretty warm that way. Silly soul sister. I'd love to know how you say your name. Do you say it Helene? Or do you say it more like Helen? Helen? There's different ways to say it. I would love to know. Dizzy, I'm so dizzy, my head is spinning. I hope you're not too dizzy. But I appreciate your humor. And I know that it is intense. My little girls would love that. Yeah, if you have kids, just spin them around while you're doing it. My guys love that. I started with my daughter, and I did it with my boys too. Is spinning them around. One of their favorite things. I mean, it was one of my favorite things. So, I mean, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, does it? If we're going to talk about trees. Yeah, the 33 started late. started late laughing hard. I mean, laughing too hard. I mean, yeah, did that make you laugh, or just the chat make you laugh? It's, yeah, it can be fun too, and you get kind of, you feel like a kid actually. It does kind of bring you back to earlier times. Did you miss it? Did you miss it, Scotty? 145? Man, almost. It's okay, 145 is important too. 444, all the fours. Just missed it. We do. Yeah, we do have a 4 in our address here. So I think about that sometimes. And I think about Krista in regards to that. And as I looked at the clock, it was 38:14. So there was a 4 as well. My pet doe has been hanging out in my yard for hours. Aw. That's awesome, Millie. Coming to visit you. That's beautiful. Love the deer. Pet doe. Karen, she has one front leg, so I know her. She's been coming around for like 3 to 4 years now. Oh my gosh, that's swilly. It's swilly. That's sweet, Millie, but it's also swilly. Now I'm just going to say that. That's swilly. I could say it all at once. That's a tongue twister for me. Bless. Oh, Millie, I have a goose with a broken wing that I'm good friends with now. Bless our nature friends. Oh, nature is the best. You are a delight. That's so sweet. So, Swilly and Care Bear, if I say that with your name, it's like Swear Bear. Sweet Care Bear. Did anybody have a Care Bear growing up? Because I had Cheer Bear. My brother had Grumpy Bear. That probably didn't help him any, but Grumpy Bear is darn cute. I had Cheer Bear, the pink one, with the rainbow. 455, 456, Divine Steps, yes. Oh, if I'm getting out of the 3-4 and I'm going to the 4-5-6, I'm okay with that, Millie. Thank you for helping. The clouds were so gorgeous this morning. I had to take photos. Karen, are you going to share? Do you share things like that on your channel? Because I would love to see. I was just watching the smiling and smiling today. You have a lingering cough. Yeah, I'm feeling a little in my throat, but all is well. I have a 6:01 here, Josh. Josh has 3 o'clock. All right, man. Let's see here. Yeah, see, it's already 40 minutes. Good luck me being short. My sister had Sheer Bear and a blue one. I don't know. And the bed sheets, of course. The blue one might be, I mean, there is a Grumpy. Is Grumpy brown or blue? My brother had rainbow sheets growing up. And I have them actually now. There's a polar bear behind me. There probably is. Honestly, there's coyotes and there's bobcats and there's bear and there's deer. But, I mean, not all of them this time of year as much. The bobcats for sure. I used to fear that a little bit when I went out at night to pee, honestly. But I don't. I mean, I feel one with nature now. Something's going to happen, it's going to happen, and I don't feel like it will. So all is well. I feel very well protected. Grumpy Bear. Grumpy Bear is the blue one. Okay. Yeah, that's the one my brother had. Has like the rain clouds and stuff. And he is really sweet. Anyway. Yeah, I have an outhouse. I have a composting toilet. So I come out at night and whenever to pee. So, yeah, I don't have proper running water inside. I have it kind of. You have Grumpy Bear earrings. Oh my gosh. Bedtime Bear is my spirit animal. I have to look up it. Now I want to look up all the Care Bears. But I feel like that's a very reminiscent thing, a very nostalgic thing. I grew up on Care Bears. Hi, Fatima. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you all. Maybe I'll do a little sound. I haven't done that for a bit. I feel like it's been forever since I've done it. It's probably been 2 days. Maybe. But we'll just feel it a little bit. So, just calling. Everyone for healing, highest selves, so that I can be guided to where I need to be guided to help us clear our chakras and anything that needs to be cleared and helped along and healed. So I'm doing my best to speak calmly and quietly when I come back to speaking so it's not too abrupt. I feel like my computer, let me just check the time on this, 26 minutes. It sometimes gets a little fed up with the cold and shuts down, so there's that. Just catching up with some of the chat. I'm doing my best to navigate the pop-ups. It's fun. There's always pop-ups in our lives, and we can get kind of keep working on navigating them. They get smoother, and we don't seem to see them as much of a detour anymore, but kind of a way to deepen our own connection, a way to expand on our own growth. So I'm just looking at the comments here. Beautiful. Let me see here. Yes, Fatima, such a gentle and caring soul. Absolutely. Glad to see reconnections here. It was 5:05 a minute ago. Well, not a minute ago. Quantum minute ago. Oh, wow. I didn't spin again. You don't have to spin. Totally join in, you guys. 3:05, 2:05. I just felt like a little bit of sound. It's very interesting because I'm working through some throat chakra things right now. So I'm also working through my own blocks, which means my voice is not where it is normally right now because I'm going through my own processes. So for me, in terms of as somebody who's been singing my whole life, for me, I'm just being fun and creative and free and allowing energy to flow through as opposed to focusing on the sound of it, enjoying it instead. And I am a little tickly and a little bit coughy in the throat, and it's definitely affecting my voice significantly, and I am a little out of practice. But I feel like that's very important to be real about that and just be where I am and to, um, yeah, just to express from that place. So this is where I am working through my own blocks with all of you working through your blocks as well, quantumly. So yeah, so let me just look through the commentaries. Our community is awesome. Did you used to spin? Go spinning is a favorite activity here. You and your twins, yeah. Ready and balance. Okay, here's a good practice. I don't know if you've ever done this. We could do this. I don't know if this is, I could do this in a moment. Let's see. It's a balance exercise. Thanks, Karen. Still got the spinning. I can spin for days. It's my superpower. Spin away, Scotty. Just spin away. Belly plunges. Hula hoop. Ah, cool. Nice. Homemade hoop. That's beautiful. I have a homemade hoop too. My daughter made one as well. Irrigation plumbing works great. Yes, actually, that's where my daughter got her hula hoop the first time. Somebody was coming in to do plumbing, and yeah, and then you just use the colored tape as somebody was coming in and just made her hula hoop, and then it's up to us to decorate, but it works really well. Yes, and it can be heavier as well, so it can be actually better. So if they're too light, they like at the dollar store, it's harder to use them. I've done some hula hooping myself, a little bit, and I have hula hooping friends. Oh, you're from Hawaii, Scotty. Did I know that? I don't know if I knew that. I was seeing the Hawaii talk. Hawaii talk. Hawa talk. How Takai. I like to smush words together. Kahuna. See, I have never been to Hawaii. That's amazing. I would love to know more teachings from Hawaii. And yeah, more tips and more wisdom and input and inspiration from there. I would love to, please share, Scotty. Do you have anything going these days? Because I have not been over there lately, so please, love to hear more. I'm in the mountains of South Carolina. Where are we? South Carolina. Don't matter where we were standing, we were all one. Grew up running around on 50 acres of mountains. That is blessed. Karen, that is amazing. There's lots of acres here too. I feel so blessed right now. Family land, it was very special. That's amazing. Absolutely, yeah. I grew up running on, I don't know how to actually pronounce that, Diana. It was beautiful. You guys are all beautiful. I can only imagine. Yeah, look at that. Diana, Hawaii. I don't have Hawaiian for land. Sacred ground. And it's actually Hawaii. Isn't it? Hawaii. Hawa. Is that actually pronounced properly? I believe that it's a little different than that, isn't it? Or maybe I was thinking of a different word. Not anything as beautiful as Hawaii, but South Carolina coast is gorgeous too, has its own flavor. I haven't been there. Places to discover. So 2:20. I'm just checking my time here. We're good. Love and support, Lindsay. Thanks, Neil. Neil and Shelly, hi and welcome and thank you. You're super awesome. That made awesome. From Seeker and I, a little busy at the moment, but love to you and namaste. Lots of love. Love to you, to Scotty and Care Bear. Yeah. I have to close out several open windows in my head. Oh my gosh. If we're talking computers, if that's computer talk, I have a gazillion windows open. So, tabs. Yeah, there's that. So I'm not sure if that's what you mean. 2:22. All right. We're on it. Neil, Millie. Throat chakra is huge for me too. Yeah, it's been really huge lately. It's been huge for me. And it seems to be, um, I'm just looking for it. Yeah, it's just been big for a lot of people right now. So just doing my best to really feel into each moment and really go with it and to continually express the new and the the true because it's always changing. So instead of sharing old stuff to really be as up to date as possible from moment to moment. Um, so I'm doing the best to flow with my life as it hurricanes around me or tornadoes around me. And yeah, I guess I did name this like kind of like finding the peace in the stillness, I believe, or something. Excuse me, of that nature. And yeah, I think today was kind of a little bit chaotic for me, and we do have access to that peace within us anytime. So, and the more we find ourselves in chaos or surrounded by chaos, the more we need to find that peace. We need to have the opposite polarity in order to be able to stand in it. So the more chaotic it gets, the more grounded we need to anchor. More grounded we need to be, the more we need to anchor. So is this been choppy? I'm sorry that it's choppy. I'm only seeing that now. I noticed that too. Okay. It might be my energy. There's that. I it happens because my computer sometimes, but and the cold and everything. I have had a couple lives do likewise. It's a little more clear. Seeker. Okay. Just looking. Chris. My tabs are thoughts. Meditation is used. My tabs are thoughts. Karen, I relate. My tabs, I mean, if I close them, I'll forget all about them. So I don't want to close them because if I write them down on paper, even writing them down on paper, I'll forget about them for a significant amount of time. I have a lot of branches, a lot of twigs in my tree, and I can lose track of things for a long period of time. So I get that. It's choppy, but I feel like I'm there with you more. Yeah, okay. I'm glad it's not too bad. But yeah, I am going to close up here. I have 14 minutes left, and earlier today it shut off before I got to say a proper bye. So I feel like I'll just kind of close the circle, and then we go off to our evening programming. I don't know who's next on a Friday. I actually watched Balmy Spirit. That's one of my old favorites. So Balmy Spirit has a Friday hangout that I might go hang out with a bit. But I don't know. I don't know what community members are going tonight. Anybody know? Sticky notes. I write things all the time. Oh my gosh, I would be covered in sticky notes. I wouldn't be able to see anything if I did that. It would be hilarious. Um, at least, well, I'm burning paper, so it's actually really satisfying if I don't need paper anymore to burn it. Um, I love that. It's way more satisfying than throwing it in the recycling. Um, such a great way to release things as well. Time to feed the dogs. Go feed those dogs, Chris. Thank you for coming. Oh, I just remembered there's a 500 subscribers party tonight in 30 minutes for Viviani on her channel. Oh, that's who got 500 subscribers. I saw the talk, but I didn't know who. And Linda de Gonzalez. Oh, and Linda de Gonzalez. Oh, it must have been Linda that I had seen it, but they both got them. They both got 500. That's amazing. Congrats to Viviani, and congrats to Linda. And if you ever come across this, congrats Viviani. Congrats Linda. That's amazing. That's a really beautiful milestone. Yeah, so I guess it's party time tonight, is it? So we're about to go to a party. I better go get dressed. Gotta put a dress on. Oh, I probably put my jammies on. I think it's a jammy party. Guys, it's a jammy party, right? Just want to make sure that I'm not underdressed. Jammy party with popcorn. Let's do it. That's what I'm feeling anyway. Pajama party. Slumber party. Clothing optional. Okay, yeah. We can do clothing optional. It's 6:33 here. Thank you, Josh. I love the 3:33. Beautiful. Yeah, pants are optional when you're on a live, except for when you're spinning in the snow. Shoes are kind of optional. 2:33. 2:33 makes me think of my sister because of her phone number. Yeah, awesome. So I'm going to close out the circle. I get to do a 1-year channelversary, March 18th. Oh, that's exciting, Karen. Please give us good warning, good notice so we can be there because I'd love to celebrate with you. That's amazing. That's a huge milestone. Super congrats. Awesome. It's so nice. Isn't that nice, Millie, to be in your whatever you are in? And you can be in whatever state you want. You can be in need of a bath. Nobody knows. All is well. All is well. Just show up as you are. My dad was always pretty great about that. Like, hey, don't worry about what you're wearing to church. I mean, clothes were pretty necessary, but he didn't care about what kind of clothes people came in to church. And he also encouraged the kids to run around. Like, I don't know if he encouraged, but he wanted the kids to feel welcome. So the kids were welcome to run around during the service, which was wonderful. Because if we don't really allow our kids to be, if we, I want to be a supporter of the new generations. I want to support them in their power and help them. And that's what I did with my own kids. Help them. I feel my role is to help and guide them along their path and with their guidance. And to be there to help support them along that. So, and for them to find their power and follow that. So I love that my dad did that. Anyway, that reminded me of that. But yeah, show up as you are. We accept you all. We love you all. Obviously, we do have some standards like kindness. Some boundaries. Boundaries are important. I have had experiences in my life where I didn't have enough boundaries. My whole life has pretty much been that experience. So it is important to set some boundaries. But we accept kind-hearted, wonderful souls in here, and come hang out with us. It was really nice earlier. There was a new member of the community. So that was really beautiful to see from Pakistan. So that was beautiful. I love that. Anyway, so yeah, yours is coming up. Oh, beautiful, Millie. I have to see when my first post. Oh, I'm just looking. When my first post was, but it's coming up soon. Oh, that's beautiful. The day I first posted anniversary. That is beautiful, Karen. I'm so there for you. And children are pure joy. Absolutely. They're also a lot of work. And they can be all consuming. It's a lot of work. I've often said that, I've wanted to be a mom my whole life. It was really, really important to me, and I wanted to raise my kids really well. I felt there was a lot of trauma, and I really wanted to heal that trauma and to really raise them differently. That's why a lot of this has been very catastrophic, actually, because I was really raising them differently than I had been raised, and I really was doing my best to break the generational curses and trauma and really heal. I know there was a point here. I lost it. But nurturing our inner child, so important. And I've really been learning through this journey to nurture that inner child. Let that child come out and play. And through my kids as well, I played with them a lot. Um, they were my three biggest teachers. I say four. There is a fourth one that didn't incarnate, but it's a little bit different. But yeah, my babies are my biggest teachers. There's so much we can learn from them. How to become innocent again once you've been out in the world and you've seen corruption and you've felt it and you've been betrayed and you've experienced all these things, and then to come through all the layers and come back to innocence and purity again is not an easy thing to do, but so necessary. And as it says in the Bible, in many ways, and a lot of teachings of the church is to become as children, and that's the gateway to heaven. To really become pure and innocent and full of joy and full of pure love again. That's the way forward, right? And we do know that. I feel like a lot of you do. Hi, Tina. Nice to see you here. Welcome. Thank you. Yeah. Thanks, Millie. Love and service. Oh, yes. Oh, that's what I was going to say. The hardest thing I've ever done is raise kids. Hardest thing. My kids were little fireballs. My daughter needed far less sleep than I did, and I was a single mom with all three for most of the time. Yeah, and my second had a lot of dairy issues that I couldn't figure out for a long time. So he had a lot of issues for a while. They're very intense and they're very strong-willed, incredibly resilient. And if anybody can go through this kind of experience, it's them. My daughter is one of the strongest people I know, one of the most resilient. And so I do feel it's been our mission to do this, to help heal our family. And I'll have to share more of that another time. I really have to dive deep into some of those things because I've learned a lot through this experience. Like I said, I've been arrested for this silly court thing. And I say it's silly, but it's also like absolutely was ground shaking. Really for standing up for my kids, really for protecting them. So I was always very protective of them and very loving and very bonded with them. So we still stay in contact spiritually. I'm just about to make some steps here, hopefully, to see them in real life. So, especially with my daughter, who is getting older and can make more decisions about where she is. So, anyway, getting into tangents. I am about to. My computer says 4 minutes left, so I'm going to close this up. Let me just get to the end of the chat. All the branches, Karen, Millie, I think you guys can relate. It's the toughest job you'll ever, yeah. It's the toughest job I've ever done, but the most fulfilling ever. True test on every level. Oh my gosh. I mean, mamas that are really devoted to their kids, like, it'll stretch you in every way imaginable, and it'll have you testing every single one of your values. Oh, that's another thing, working by values. We can do that at some point. We'll talk about values another time as I attempt to close this off. It's the toughest job you'll ever. Oh, I already read that. Da, 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 da. It's challenging indeed. I love seeing them experience things for the first time. It is pure joy. The wonder and joy. Strong-willed. That's my. You're Nancy June. Oh man. Sweet. Yes, Karen, I was talking to someone about how you see that when you have children and what an expression that is. We'll have to talk more about this, but I am going to, it's going to collapse at a moment here. Whole world's collapsing. This is symbolic. It is. It truly is, but it's, we're growing and we're allowing the old world to fall away and our old layers of self, or what we thought was self, the gunk we accumulated. Yeah, my middle child is the strongest willed, but they were all strong willed. My first one and then my second one. Well, my first one and second one. My last one is strong willed compared to maybe others, but more chill than my first two. It's been fun. Becca Bear is a snuggler. Oh, little cuddle bugs. Oh, I love the cuddling. Some of my yeah, I definitely have different degrees of cuddlers. My youngest is a healer and will naturally just want to, like, if you're comforting him, he will pat your back to make sure you're okay and want to heal you. Um, just naturally he does it. Um, okay, I have to go. I'm a middle child, the only one who saw delight, the only one walking my truth. Yeah, I hear ya. You guys, I should be getting ready to have the grand move in. Oh yeah, maybe. The only one who answered the call. Wow. Yeah, I was the black sheep and the scapegoat. So um, that comes with a lot of things, and it still goes on. And that's part of the kids thing, and my family's involved. Plus, the only one with a criminal report. Yeah, well, I technically do. I get well, kind of. That's another discussion. I know common law too. I could talk about so many things. Let's get ready to party. Yeah, get your party on. I got to eat some food today, so I'm gonna do that. No kids in the past 17 lifetimes. That's so interesting, Josh. That's so interesting. I was also wondering when I started having kids, I was like, oh, but I want to be without kids so that I can do all the spiritual work that I know is going to be coming up. But at the same time, I really want to have kids. And so I was in two minds with that. Anyway, 8 kids. Wow, that's beautiful. Anyway, I'm going to close up this circle, this bubble. I'm going to send that beautiful bubble back off. And we can pull our energy back from each other to the extent that it feels right for us. Come back to our own little space. We can keep our guides and higher self with us if that is for the best interest of us, to the connection that feels right for us. And I really thank you all for being here. I love you all so much. These have been getting kind of long. My son took care. Oh, that's so sweet. You're a sweet boy. Oh, man. Yeah, my oldest helped with my littlest ones. I love that. Oh, anyway, I've got to go. My computer probably says 1 minute, 1%. We're at the 1%, only the 1% left.